The roar of jet engines echoed across the flight deck, a familiar sound for the sailors of the Indian Navy. This was the distinctive sound of the British Aerospace Sea Harrier, a new breed of fighter aircraft. This was no ordinary jet. This was a vertical takeoff and landing marvel, a game changer that would rewrite the rules of naval warfare. The Sea Harrier, fondly nicknamed the White Tiger by its Indian crews, held immense significance for the Indian Navy. It projected power far beyond the subcontinent, acting as a guardian of India's vast maritime interests. The Sea Harrier's induction marked a paradigm shift. It catapulted the Indian Navy into an elite league of naval forces operating fixed-wing combat aircraft from aircraft carriers. This is the story of the Sea Harrier, a legend in Indian naval aviation. The story of the Sea Harrier begins not at sea but on land in the design hangars of British Aerospace. The year was 1957. The British military sought an innovative solution to a pressing problem: the vulnerability of its air bases to attack. The answer, they believed, lay in vertical or short takeoff and landing aircraft. Hawker Siddeley Aviation, later incorporated into British Aerospace, took up the challenge. The result of their ingenuity was the Hawker P-127, a revolutionary aircraft that first took to the skies in 1960. This experimental aircraft, with its vectored thrust engine, paved the way for the Harrier jump jet family. Further development led to the Hawker Siddeley Harrier, the first operational VTOL combat aircraft. The Royal Air Force inducted the Harrier GR-1 into service in 1969. The Sea Harrier, a navalized variant specifically designed for aircraft carrier operations, followed soon after. The first prototype of the Sea Harrier, designated the P-1184, made its maiden flight in August 1978. The Sea Harrier was ready to rule the waves. The Sea Harrier, a marvel of engineering, was designed for a specific purpose: to dominate the skies above the open ocean. At the heart of the Sea Harrier was the Rolls-Royce Pegasus turbofan engine, a masterpiece of engineering. This engine, with its 4 vectorable nozzles, allowed the aircraft to perform its signature vertical takeoffs and landings, setting it apart from conventional fighter jets. The Sea Harrier had a wingspan of 7.7 meters and a length of 14.2 meters, making it compact enough to operate effectively from aircraft carriers. Despite its relatively small size, it packed a punch. With a maximum takeoff weight of 11,900 kilograms, it could carry a variety of weapons on its 5 hardpoints. The Sea Harrier's Blue Fox radar, a key component of its avionics suite, provided it with excellent situational awareness. With its powerful engine, advanced radar, and diverse weapons payload, the Sea Harrier was a force to be reckoned with. Section 4. Spreading its wings. The Sea Harrier joins the Indian Navy. The year 1979 marked a watershed moment in Indian naval aviation. The Indian Navy, always at the forefront of modernization, recognized the strategic potential of the Sea Harrier. The decision was made to acquire this game-changing aircraft, a decision that would significantly enhance India's maritime capabilities. The Indian Navy placed an initial order for 6 Sea Harriers, FRS Mk-51, and 2 TMK 62-seat trainers. These aircraft were intended to operate from the deck of the INS Vikrant, India's first aircraft carrier. The first Sea Harriers arrived in India in December 1983, ushering in a new era of naval aviation. Section 5. Guardians of the Seas, Operational Roles and Strategic Significance. The Sea Harrier's induction into the Indian Navy added a new dimension to India's maritime strategy. It provided the Indian Navy with a potent tool to control the seas and project power far beyond its shores. Its unique capabilities made it ideally suited for a variety of roles. Firstly, fleet air defense. The Sea Harrier's primary role was to protect the fleet from aerial threats. Its radar, avionics, and air-to-air missiles made it a formidable air superiority fighter. Secondly, offensive air support. The Sea Harrier could strike enemy warships and land-based targets with precision. The White Tigers played a crucial role in safeguarding India's maritime trade routes, protecting its economic interests, and bolstering its strategic presence in the region.